As I said, Balthazar Lune is no liar. Every balloon I had in the sky landed safely. All 3 of my balloons were carrying passengers. If they fell into the ground in an explosion, what a catastrophe!
But you can't get away from the fact that a burnt bit of cloth was found at the scene, can you? The cops said they got reckoning was probably some debris thrown from the explosion on the stage.
This stupid ragazzo, it's mistaken. My balloons have the red and blue zigzag stripes anyway.
Huh.
Ah, good point.
Alright.
Okay, so there were 4 balloons then? Or did one of your balloons never go up? Or...
Some balloon just broke the lots and went to
Your
somebody
assertion is that the balloon this child saw was not one belonging to you?
Si, exactamente. If he even saw a balloon in the first place. I don't know, I like the sound of it. It is very bad for business.
Fair enough.
I have a good mind to sue the land of Bohemia.
if you attack us, we will fight back. It will be 4 all out 4.
Anyway, here's a balloon, you little fucker.
Yep.
There you go, Petito the dipshit.
What happened to all out war?
Balloon.
Mr. Lune certainly doesn't appear to be lying. Well, that doesn't change the fact that the testimony and evidence are contradictory here.
If the defense is unable to find fault with the witness's statements, the court must consider them the truth.
Right, because people don't lie, right? Cool.
Think long and hard on that, my learned friend.
You know what? You're right. I'm just gonna give up here.
The situation has clearly changed now. I have to get to the bottom of what happened here, no matter what it takes.
So you may now cross-examine the witnesses.
Every balloon had landed safely. Okay, sure. All 3 of them? You couldn't just have forgotten one, maybe?
Senor. I might not notice if I was given 100 lentils and one was missing. But only have 3 balloons. We're talking about 3 enormous balloons. Do you believe I could make a mistake about something so grand and expensive?
Fair enough.
But teleportation, though. But teleportation. I took the liberty of having Inspector Grayson check this gentleman's warehouse.
Why?
When?
I have the report here. It clearly says a total of 3 balloons.
Huh.
Why did you make that firsthand?
It would appear no mistake has been made then.
So wait, if the balloons were all going up on like pre-assigned lots, someone must have like kept Lune's balloon down on the ground and like instead went up in the green balloon, right?
I suppose.
Or they just broke the lot and went to somebody they wasn't assigned.
Maybe too, yeah. Surely Mr. Lestrade could have been sent for such a menial task. What, me? I'll tell you what I told the boss. Eastern kids like me can only Oh, that took me by surprise there.
Very
Obviously, that ain't
important, thank
true.
you.
The boss brought it and said he'd have to go himself in that case.
So you cannot read what it says on your own badge?
Fair enough, yeah. No, it says Inspector Lestrade right there on the badge.
Yeah, the 997 it translates to Inspector Lestrade.
Exactly. It would be quite a catastrophe if they fell to the ground for any reason, I think. On that note, Mr. Lune, tell me, what is it that keeps these balloons in the sky?
Are you an idiota?
Yes, but we don't talk about
Yes.
that.
Oh, yes. There is no but, just yes.
Sorry?
That is like asking, why does a candle burn bright?
Yeah, why does it?
It burns bright because it burns bright. And a balloon flies because it flies. What else?
It's a blue light. What does it do? Turns blue.
What?
Strictly speaking, I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know. It must be Italian for I don't know.
There are two types of flying balloons, hot air balloons and gas balloons. Hot air balloons work on the principle of hot air being less dense than cold air, whereas gas balloons derive their lift by using a gas that is lighter than air.
See, and my balloons are filled with the magic gas. Magic gas, I believe. Magic is not real. Anyway, back to the teleportation.
Hydrogen. Oh, hydrogen!
Yep.
Oh, bad.
The Hindenburg would like to have a word with you.
Lighter than air, but highly explosive. Good lord!
If someone would like a crossbow, I do not permit smoking other cigarettes in any of my balloons. The magic gas does not like fire.
Even a small spark of static electricity could cause the entire balloon to explode.
What is the matter with you, senor? All that comes out of the mouth is esplosione, esplosione. I tell you, my balloons are perfectly safe. They have to be, or I cannot eat. None of my balloons exploded that day. I am completely sure. But if you still says that is what happened, you must show me the proof.
All right, so Mr. Lune had 3 balloons in the air that day. If none of them were damaged, then what was the one that exploded? My favorite face. We can't get away from the fact that burned up piece of cloth was found at the scene. Exactly.
Yep.
I was surprised to find the piece of fabric still at the scene, actually. Didn't you search the area surrounding the stage for clues? Nah.
Nah.
I'm not into picking stuff off the ground, me. Just out of other people's pockets. Always works out way better diving into people's pockets instead. Hey! So much for the new career path. Mind you, the boss was on his hands and knees picking up all kinds of rubbish from the floor.
So many bathrooms.
Jeez, man. Thing is, though, the cageman crashed into the Crystal Tower, didn't it? So that's where most of the investigation was going on. Even so, I would have thought someone from Scotland Yard would have gathered it as evidence. Sorry. Cole, listen to you. You stumble across a bit of balloon and suddenly you're the best investigator in the world. Pardon?
I mean, the bar is very low so far.
It's true. Well, you ain't got a badge, have you? Like this one. I could arrest you with it if I wanted to.
Read the numbers on the badge.
Exactly. What does it say on the badge, Gina? What does it say on the badge? Come to think of it, there was talk of some scorching on the ground at a meeting we had about the investigation.
Yeah.
Cool. You're not going to tell me about
All
that?
right. Let's just gloss over
What
it.
about the Debris then?
The Deborah?
There was considerable damage to the stage and surrounding area, wasn't there? Yeah, some of the cubs what were watching the experiment were caught in the blast and injured.
Oh, jeez.
Good job the old contraption didn't kill over, huh? I hadn't even considered that.
It seems there was a great panic after the incident occurred.
How was Habry not injured?
Hmm.
And nevertheless, the police shouldn't have missed a torn piece of the envelope from a balloon.
Uh-oh.
Inspector Grayson can expect repercussions.
God damn it.
Fuck.
Like just
Like me swiping all those fish and chips, huh?
in the background.
No more food for you. The man's sole pleasure. Don't take that away from him.
None of this matters. The scrap of balloon envelope means nothing. Niente.
It does, though, right?
Pito ragazzo.
They have the blue except anyway. You mean the color is wrong? Yes, blue is not green.
Si, senor. I do not have any green balloons in my warehouse.
And yet a piece of green cloth was found at the scene. It's unmistakably from a balloon.
I mean, very mistakenly. Well, I do not hold. How can that be?
For the sake of argument, let's say that a green balloon did explode above the stage.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
change the fact that teleportation is real.
However, teleportation is totally real, and you could therefore conclude that it happened on the day in question.
But an explosion happened right up there. What? Why not?
recreational balloon flights over Hyde Park operating from before the Great Exhibition.
But there were lots.
One could have exploded on some earlier date. Unfortunate, as I'm sure you would agree.
Well, there probably would have been a record about that, no?
But there are lots, meaning that he probably has the monopoly on that one part.
Yeah, but honestly, if a balloon exploded over Hyde Park, that would have made the news, surely? Yonosuke?
You believe it may have been from some earlier balloon accident that predates the exhibition?
Sí, exactamente. As the senor says, he's not from white balloons. Clearly, this little ragazzo from Bohemia is mistaken about what he saw.
Are you gonna show us that you took a picture of it now? That would be rad.
Excuse me.
Hey, little twerp, what's up?
Is something wrong, Master Gotts? It's Master Wilhelm Gottsreich Sigismund Ormstein. It was on the tip of my tongue. Bohemian boy, what's up? Yeah, something is very wrong. I know what I saw. There was a green balloon there. I swear it all over Bohemia.
You can speak as much as bad language as you like, but it changes nothing. You're a pequeno bastard. If you don't have any evidence, ragazzo, then I must tell your parents to punish you, eh?
Perhaps we'll let the judge decide when it comes to punishments. Evidence? What is this evidence?
Give a simple example, young man.
Photographs, like one you have.
Yeah.
Photograph, for instance. Some tangible proof of what you claim.
But why didn't you say so sooner? I have the photograph here.
Oh, so the kid doesn't know what evidence is, but he knows what tangible is.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
What?
Gracious.
I had not been up in a balloon for a little while, so I was very excited. That's a big-ass camera.
That is a big camera.
I took lots and lots of photographs. Of the Crystal Tower, of the Bohemian exhibit, of the streets of London, of the hot... What? The hot eel cellar?
Yeah, the Hot Wheels salad.
Hot... What? It's a balloon. The instantaneous kinesis experiment. Did you take a picture of that? Yeah, one picture. Really? You did take one? But all I wanted was a ride in a balloon. I was not interested in boring experiments.
Look at how concerned Gina is.
Never mind that. Can you show us the photograph? Of course. And then you will see. You will see that I am not lying. That I really did see a green balloon.
There's nobody there.
Oh yeah, there's nobody there. What the fuck?
Well, I saw you all too shocked to speak.
Yes, I think shocked is indeed the word, young man.
Yeah, perhaps you cannot see. You cannot see that it was a green balloon from this photograph, but
It has no stripes.
that is not my fault. That is the fault of the stupid person who made the camera. That is one very Bohemian sounding cry.
Very well, the court will accept this photograph as evidence.
A photograph
see.
taken by Gotts while he wasn't riding in a balloon. It shows another balloon that he claimed was green and exploded moments after he took the shot. I mean, it doesn't have stripes, you're right.
Can we see now on the court record?
Yep, once the text stops scrolling, there we go. Okay, there's Alba down there. There's Odie,
That's what stays
like standing.
inside.
Odie Asmund, like the person standing emoji in the cage.
Like he's almost T-posing very clearly on top of what is very clearly a trapdoor.
And there's something going like
What is
on a
the-
trajectory to hit the balloon.
Oh,
right?
that is the arrow shot
Yeah,
from the
crossbow, and it seems to come from like the crowd.
Oh
somewhere.
yeah, what the fuck? That's a different position entirely.
It's about
Also-
to hit the balloon.
Also,
Uh-huh.
it looks to be a completely different position than the drawing of the balloon. It looks like they were like in the middle in the drawing and what from Zix did, but this looks like the balloon was closer.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
how
They were
he's,
like to the side of
almost very clearly T-posing in there. It's so funny.
it. Yeah.
Also, the machine did not smoke because it was exploding. The smoke was clearly coming out from the pipes. It was not from malfunctioning.
Mm. I
It
mean,
was
this is
literally
like
a
moments.
smoke cloud.
Yeah, this is moments before the explosion. They said.
No, but I
To
think
obscure,
that
to
but
obscure how it would
Yeah,
explode. Right?
Yeah, I mean,
no, I mean,
well-
I think it is to obscure what's happening on the middle. Like I
Yeah.
am
Yeah.
gonna die on the hill that it is a trapdoor, and I think that the smoke cloud actually.
I mean, yeah, it would
obfuscates the
make
trapdoor
sense.
open.
It would make sense. I mean, or we can assume that it's to mask whatever's happening in the crowd because someone's shooting a friggin' arrow up there.
I mean, both.
Yeah, both.
It is just shooting clouds. Like it is very much a fog of war. Hi.
Huh. Well, let's see where
The-
this goes.
The most important piece of evidence yet.
Yeah. It's not my fault. It's the fault of the person who made the camera. Well, never mind. I'm sure you have plenty of wonderful sepia memories to take home with you. In any case, when exactly did you take that photograph? Well, it was on the day of the big explosion. You don't say. When I pressed the shutter release, there was this very loud bang, and a hot wind rushed over my face. That means this photograph was taken a split second before the explosion occurred.
Well, if you ask me, this black and white photograph changes nothing. It changes that there are more than your balloons.
Yep.
I cannot agree with the flying pig. Flying fuck.
Lovely language you've picked up. As I thought.
I was angry.
Snap cut. Mr. Luna's testimony doesn't quite add up. Young Bohemian boy claims to have seen another fourth balloon. Mr. Luna vehemently denies the possibility. It's hard to imagine the man in charge could be mistaken about the number that were in the air. Still, this inconsistency must tell us something, I'm sure. Yeah, it tells us something, but what is it?
Every balloon I had in the sky landed safely.
Huh.
Okay. All three of my balloons were carrying passengers.
Yeah,
this one is empty.
that's that there will, yeah, exactly. That's we're gonna hello, no, there's no one in there. Unfortunately, the photograph Master Gods took can't tell us the color of the balloon. But it can tell us something else. Something crucially important.
Bleh.
What?
Sorry, I zoned out for a second. I was thinking about teleporting.
It shows that the pictured balloon wasn't carrying any passengers. Mic drop.
Oh my goodness, you're right. Surely all the balloons would have been carrying passengers. There would be no sense in it otherwise.
See, they are for pleasure, for seeing the view. My balloons only fly with passengers.
Ah, they're one of them pleasure balloons. I get it. I
Yeah,
get
the
it.
pleasure balloon.
Which tells us that the pictured balloon isn't one of them. So when the incident occurred that day, there was a fourth balloon in the skies above the experimentation stage. The mysterious green balloon.
Look at Chinosuke. I don't know, niente. I can only tell you one thing. If this balloon was not carrying passengers, then it was not one of mine. I mean, we're not saying it's one of yours. It was just saying that there was more balloons.
Yeah.
There are legal tradesmen everywhere you care to look. Clearly one such entrepreneur decided to capitalize on the opportunity presented by the Great Exhibition. and managed to operate balloon flights on Mr. Lune's patch without him realizing.
See, the competizione trying to steal my profits.
You didn't notice that?
I did not know this because of the experimento that went wrong on stage.
Ah, okay, the explosione, I get it. This fourth balloon exploded at the very same moment Mr. Asman was beamed from the stage below. Right, so them scraps that fell to the ground after and left them scorch marks. They didn't come from the stage at all, it was bits of the balloon raining down. Because no one was in it, it didn't get no attention. Mysterious fourth balloon carrying no passengers, silently floating over the experimentation stage.
Objection!
No.
This photograph shows us nothing more. A stray balloon carrying no one and operated by some rogue trader clearly has nothing to do with the case.
I mean, it would be if there wasn't just like streak lights of a fucking shooting star going towards it.
Its relevance does elude me, I must say. The court has seen sufficient evidence and heard ample testimony already. The prosecution calls for this trial to be concluded.
Sorry, I was. Nobody was paying attention.
Huh?
Except for the
Really?
policeman. That was
Have we
probably
really got
thinking.
to the truth yet? No, we haven't. No, I can't let this opportunity slip away. The jurors' minds are made up. And not in our favor, are they? What? Really? What else can this photograph tell us? Is there nothing more we can learn from it?
There's more.
There is more.
But wait,
there's a
there's
thing
more.
going up about to hit the balloon. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, wait. Please don't give your decisions yet. The photograph from Master Gotts may well be hiding one more vital clue.
What's that?
A vital clue?
Ah, fuck!
We're well past the point of mere possibilities. It's time for definitiveness now. That man teleported. So tell the court. What exactly does this alleged clue with the photograph prove?
Cause of it.
Cause of the explosion.
The balloon's color.
We can reasonably
Because of the
assume
shape.
that the pictured balloon was destroyed in the searing heat of the explosion. Yes, that's right. Yeah, it was not my fault.
Evidently, because the birdcage from the kinesis machine materialized in the sky where it had been flying. Teleportation is real! And the balloon, being filled with flammable hydrogen, instantly and explosively ignited. It teleported.
No,
Why would there
that's
no
not-
scorch marks on the cage?
Yes, if a woman has starch masks, does...
What?
What?
I do like it's like.
What? It would appear that this photograph requires closer examination. Counsel for the defense, you will highlight the location of this alleged clue in the photograph of the court.
Of course, my lord. If you look closely, it's plain enough to see. Then what's shown is linked to another piece of evidence we have. Exactly.
Mhm.
In a way that leads to an unbelievable conclusion. The clue that heavily suggests the real reason this balloon exploded is
The little smudge of a
this
finger.
tree.
The child running.
Yes, it is
The true
woman
culprit leaving
standing.
leaving the scene of the crime. I like how they are like in a Minecraft skybox.
The timing of this photograph can only be described as miraculous.
Honestly, yeah. If
Yeah,
it wasn't
pretty
for
much.
this,
Yeah,
it would be
kinda.
fucked.
If you look, you'll notice there's a bright white line that appears to point directly at the balloon.
Most likely a ray of light caught incidentally on the film.
Oh
a
yeah,
ray, a
yeah,
ray of light
those,
is coming from the ground.
You know,
those
you know,
god
laser
rays that
beams.
come from the ground.
No, laser beams, clearly. Shot by vampires, of course.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were in the Bethesda game, where the god rays just come from everywhere.
I'm afraid I can see nothing of the sort.
If you look with a magnifying glass, my lord, it becomes clear what the nature of this bright line really is.
Have we actually inspected the crossbow yet?
Oh, good point, actually.
No.
I think we only grabbed it. Yeah, we haven't even opened it. If it does.
Is there anything here to look at even?
What?
No.
Really?
Huh.
Fuck all about it?
What? No?
Oh, wait, look.
good, here,
There.
There's some sort of lever here. Vroom. There we go.
Ching.
That's more like it.
Oh. Damn.
What is this? It looks like a cross between a bow and a gun. It's a bow gun.
Gun. It's a cross gun.
I think it's probably used for the same thing too. Crossbow.
Turns out it's a fully crossbow.
Hey, let's go.
We probably would have been fucked. Oh.
This groove here. Must be where the arrows are loaded, I suppose. That's right. It's sort of a bow with an automatic firing mechanism. It would be perfect for someone like me who catches his ear with a bowstring 2 times out of 3. In fact, if I had one of these, maybe I could have beaten Kazuma in Kyoto archery training. Kyoto. Anything else?
I think just that. Oh.
Yep. The crank.
Lever.
Looks like you wind this around in order to draw the bow.
Look at it.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
I like the mental image in the middle of the courtroom, just looking upside down.
You must be able to fire arrows with a huge amount of force using this device then. In fact, I would imagine it's far more accurate and more powerful than a Japanese longbow. Oh, I really had no idea I was picking up when I spotted this at the exhibition grounds.
I did.
Yeah. We kind of knew.
I think that is enough.
That might be it. Trigger? No. Anyway, as I was saying.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I have the thing, but I forgot to bring the weapon. Now I have it. Anyway.
Yeah, we can continue now.
I wish some flash of light. Yes.
Oh golly, do you think it might be lightning?
Coming from
floor,
the ground?
man?
Yeah. I mean, yes. Oh, these
Very
pesky,
straight lightning.
pesky ground lightnings.
But it couldn't have been a finer day.
I believe we may be looking at fire. What?
Dude. About to fire. Heading straight for the balloon. Like an arrow.
Take your finger off the trigger. What is wrong with you?
It's probably unloaded. He doesn't know it's. We gave him a toy gun as a joke.
He probably shoots corks or like peas.
He just has lots of flags that say bang.
Indeed, even to my aging eyes, it would appear to be a flame of some sort.
Aha!
My word, are you suggesting this flame struck the hydrogen gas? I filled the balloon? Fuck you, teleportation's real! That's absurd. The balloon would have been 60 feet above the ground at the time.
How would you get a firebolt up there?
Teleportation is real, though. No flame could possibly have reached such a height.
Actually, isn't the range of firebolt like 120 feet? Actually, it's my opinion that a particular piece of evidence found at the scene reveals how that is exactly what did happen.
Yeah, stronger.
What evidence?
This one that I have not posted in the court record.
If such evidence exists, counsel, then for goodness sake, present it, man.
Pulls out a crossbow in the middle of the court.
Yeah, huh?
Turns out it's a floating crossbow.
This was found hidden at the foot of a small ornamental tree near the scene.
Good lord. Is that a crossbow?
An arrow. Dipped in oil and set alight could have been shot from this weapon. sending a flaming arrow straight into the hydrogen-filled balloon.
Are you suggesting that the crossbow was used to deliberately...
Blimey, you're right. A streak of light in the photo looks like it's just like an arrow, doesn't it?
Then the explosion of the balloon, it was...
Very likely the result of a flaming arrow from this crossbow lighting the hydrogen gas inside it.
Ugh.
Right in the kokoro.
Right in the crossbow.
Ora! Council, this is an extraordinary supposition.
Order!
If the aim was to cause the balloon to explode, the shooter could have used a gun, of course. That would have been too loud. There's an obvious reason why that would have been out of the question.
The noise of the discharge. Of course.
That's right. By using a crossbow, the projectile could be fired at the balloon silently. Well, yeah, if someone had shot a gun off in the exhibition grounds, it would have caused real panic.
But with the big explosion, there was a very big planet anyway, no?
I don't like this. I should be pleased to have found a plausible new explanation for all this, but something feels wrong.
Objection!
You understand the implications of what you're saying, my Lebanese friend?
Not currently, no.
If a flaming arrow did indeed hit the balloon, then obviously it would have exploded. And if the birdcage appeared from the cloud of smoke that ensued...
Oh, we are saying that the teleportation is not real.
What? Wait a minute. What are you really saying here?
Whoa. Wait.
I don't get it.
Wait. No,
Was
no,
that-
it has to be real. It has
Was the
to be.
birdcage beamed up into the sky after all, or what?
My goodness me.
Ah, now I understand. That's what that sinking feeling is about.
Teleportation is not real, sad face.
I think there's a good chance that the birdcage was actually concealed inside the balloon all along.
What? Did I just hear that correctly, Council?
Yes, I said... There's no going back now. The horse has bolted. Oh, in the balloon. That's
Hey.
what we mean by in the balloon.
Yeah, because there was nobody in the...
Yeah. Let's assume, as I said, that the birdcage was hidden inside a green balloon from the start. On stage, when the experiment was started, the birdcage in the instantaneous kinesis machine disappeared in a cloud of smoke.
In a very deliberate cloud of smoke.
At that moment, the flaming arrow was fired from the ground, causing the green balloon to explode and drawing the attention of the spectators to the sky above their heads. From amid the smoke, the hidden birdcage then appeared to fall down and crash into the crystal tower. I think you'll all agree it's entirely plausible that what I've just described is the real truth behind the miraculous experiment carried out that day.
Teleportation is real. Oh. That's hyperventilation into a glass of wine.
But teleportation is real. This is ludicrous. What you've described is no science experiment. It's fake. It's fake magic. I mean, science. It's child's play. A contemptible display of stage magic. Now, real magic has to be real magic.
Actually,
Science, real magic. Magic is real. Harry Potter's real. It's all real.
do you know what this is?
This is an outrage!
Thank you. Both Mr. Schultz and Iris said the experiment was a scientific impossibility. In which case, this is the only way to explain what happened that day.
In any case, the victim's body was found inside the birdcage at the Crystal Tower.
How could it not happen without teleportation?
If the instantaneous kinesis didn't take place, how do you explain that?
He did not come from above. He comes from below.
If I may put in a word, as a man of magic myself, Such apparent discrepancies can easily be explained by some simple deception.
Yep. Everything was paying attention up
Juror
above.
number 3. All that would be needed is a doppelganger, someone who looked very similar. Screw it. To the victim, Mr. Asmund.
Good enough.
And having this other man appear on the stage in front of the show as a body double. There we go.
Oh great, now there are balloons and pigeons.
Ah,
my
yes,
God.
of course. So in fact, Mr. Asmund must have been inside the birdcage that was concealed inside the balloon right from the start.
No, that is stupid because there was gas.
Although that means he was dead, yeah.
Even if he was already dead, it wouldn't matter.
No,
Yeah, he was already
because
dead.
the fucking wax doll.
Would have been in the
That would
fucking
have
cage
the
as it
wax
was
doll would have
T-posing.
melted in the explosion though, and he would have got scarred in the explosion though. So what is the truth?
Good question. What's going on here? The balloon would have been filled with hydrogen.
Yeah, it was already
It would have
dead.
been dead.
That's fine.
Anything hidden inside it would have been scattered to the four winds when it exploded.
It's fine. He was already dead.
No one would ever have embarked on such a risky venture. Who said he chose to do that?
Not necessarily. Oh, right. The explosive of the balloon gas would very much depend on the mixture ratio.
Juror number 4?
Fine balloons are rarely filled with pure hydrogen, but a mixture of other gases such as helium as well. When the zone doesn't explode, but by controlling the gas mixture ratio, the explosive force can be altered.
The mixture ratio. See, this is what it's like to have actual, experts in sport.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Shit gets settled quickly.
Also,
Sure,
I love how this case is also somewhat about gas. Again.
That
Yep.
too.
Okay, children, obviously. The victim's body would have been suffering some burns that would be unavoidable. But not to such an extent as to render this whole obscene charade impossible. And the body is fucking pristine in the photo.
True.
Even his haircut is perfect. Because there was not the fucking body inside the balloon.
So everything that happened can be explained logically and scientifically. Would you look at that?
I wonder if Hairbrain is feeling thrilled that you're like, yeah, no, your machine sucks.
The explosion that engulfed the stage at the start of the experiment was no accident. It was all part of an elaborate deception to make it appear that instantaneous kinesis had occurred.
Well, goodness me.
And we know that it was a third party because Hairbrain is also in the picture.
Yep. And if we accept that this is what happened, it means that the victim, Mr. Asmund, was never present on the public experimentation stage to begin
No,
with.
you're going in the wrong direction. You're going that Mr. Asmund is in the balloon. No, Yurosuke. my dude,
Give him time. Give him time.
my main squeeze.
In short, he couldn't have been killed by the defendant who was on the
Couldn't
stage.
have killed the
He
defendant.
couldn't have
Wait,
killed the defendant. No,
You're technically
Could have
correct.
killed the defendant. I mean, wait. Shit.
no, he couldn't have been killed by the defendant who was on
do
stage
over.
in full view the
Your
entire
Honor,
time.
Do-over. My lord, do-over. Ah.
Ha! This will be very hard for the prosecution to counter. Well, Van Zieks
God.
can credibly maintain that Professor Hairbrain is a suspect now.
Is Hairbrain gonna do something? Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Probably.
Ah, fuck. Let's see.
There he is.
There he is. His
There
head.
he is.
Mr.
There he
Naruhodo.
is. There he is.
Appreciate your efforts. Thank you.
But, Professor,
But you can stop now. Just keep your mouth shut, please.
right back at
Okay.
ya.
Is he gonna confess just to pretend that he's...
That his
Thing
thing
worked?
worked? Yeah. Sorry?
What's all this about, Mr. Hairbrain?
Excuse me, that's the doctor, Professor Hairbrain.
Senpai, Sama, Kun.
I, Albert Hairbrain,
You
I
fucker.
confess
Objection! Objection! Objection!
that it was was me who stabbed Mr. Odie Asman.
Objection!
You fucker.
Yes, it was me, with my faithful friend and partner, Andrew the Screwdriver.
Objection! God damn it!
Jeez,
Why
science
are you
can
not
be wrong.
objecting?
We
What are you
improve in
doing?
science. That is the point of science, to improve. You can't be wrong at the one time.
Order. Order. Defendant, explain this on confession.
There we. Thank you. Thank you,
This is bullshit.
Professor Haberman. What are you talking about?
It's what I've said all along. I must protect my hypothesis and my precious machine. You stand there and claim it was all a trick, all an elaborate prank. But where's your proof? I'm literally presenting it. What the fuck? No, you'd have to examine the machine if you wanted to prove it, but then it would be all over. Beautiful hypothesis would be laid bare. I mean, the indignity of it.
It's clear that you drew the plans for the experiment, but you didn't actually build it. It's quite conceivable that you were duped, Professor. If you'll just let me, I can prove.
Barra!
Brr.
Yes. I'll cooperate. I'll do whatever you say. I swear it. So please. Ensure the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act is adhered to and protect my creation.
You fucker. Fuck it.
Well,
I like the idea that he pours the glass and then he downs the bottle.
pray forgive the discourtesy of filling my hallowed chalice at this critical juncture. Here's to my learned Nipponese friend,
What?
and his upcoming attempt to clarify the defense's position in the light of the accused's confession.
God damn it!
Do you intend to formally assert that the experiment was nothing more than a conjuring trick? Yes.
Yes.
I guess so. Yes.
I mean, here's the thing. Fuck you.
Because there is no reason for us to protect the experiment. We have no ties to it.
Yeah.
because fuck you. That's why.
Because of the wonderful things it does.
So, what the fucking things he does? Fuck you. Because the moment you do, the Special Dispensation for a Scientific Act that protects the professor's invention will cease to apply.
And what is the repercussion of it?
Well, that means he's going to be angry at you.
Exactly.
The prosecution will then demand a rigorous examination of the machinery involved in order to establish the truth.
It was a conjuring trick. Because if he was not built, it was built to make bullshit. It is not even close to his design. So his design.
Yeah,
would still
exactly.
be
So his
protected.
hypothesis might still be true, right? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. It's just
Two-
like, I
two
mean,
things can
if
be
you
true
didn't
at the
build
same time.
fucking thing.
Yeah,
No.
it-
You didn't
what-
build the fucking
what
thing.
we
What the
ha-
fuck you
what we
thinking?
have in the podium is a death trap. It's not a machine.
Yes.
That is all that is. His drawings is still a secret.
However, if you acknowledge that the machine is genuine and instrumental in the victim's murder, any chance of investigating will be crushed and the confidentiality of the professor's hypothesis preserved.
Jeez.
The machine is not the hypothesis.
Exactly.
Well, counsel, what is the defense's official position on this matter?
Conjuring trick.
What Professor Haberman, my client, actually asked of me was to prove that the explosion on stage was an accident and protect the secrecy of his hypothesis. But there's no way to do that
Yeah.
without implying the professor's guilt.
But like, those two things are what is not. It was not an accident, and it was not a product of the hypothesis.
Do I protect my client's life by asserting his innocence, or do I uphold my client's request by seeing him condemned? Honestly, I would value the human life a lot higher than that. But
Because
that's just
a
me.
murder gets the chair.
Actually, they're hanged, but yeah,
Close enough.
Either way, I can't avoid betraying his trust.
Fuck his trust. I trust that he knows
Long enough.
better.
Isn't talking your trade, my learned friend? Or has all knowledge of English escaped your confused liberty's mind?
Now tell me, is teleportation real?
Okay, Ryunosuke. WWSD. What was Susato do?
You throw Yunosuke.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's just Susato take down credits roll.
Mr. Naruhodo.
There's no escape here. I have to make a choice.
Conjuring trick.
But it's an impossible
It is
one.
not impossible.
I have to give up something, but what?
This is too dramatic.
Yeah, screw Albert's life. Fuck that shit. The defense asserts that the defendant's
trick.
instantaneous kinesis machine was in fact...
There is literally no way that the second one is a wrong choice.
No, not
Because-
really. I mean...
Because they're just assuming that there is no third party.
exactly.
When there is
yeah.
obviously a third party that shot the fucking
One
cross.
that he fucking mentioned, too.
Yeah, we still have the engineer to consider. I still
There
won't
are
know that.
at least two people. There could be one, but there could be two. There could be one that built and one that shot. They could be one of the same, but there
Yeah.
could be more than one.
Yep.
Yep.
So sorry, Albert, but I'm not a scientist.
I'm not a scientist. Fuck you.
Anime isn't real. It's pretty good, but
No, I can't say it. My client places faith in me. I can't just let him down.
Except you can.
Kazuma, is that you?
I must live upon is not.
I believe it's Kazuma.
Oh, yeah.
Or Shomes.
Is not the question you have to ask yourself here.
Might be Shomes.
I'm
it is
guessing
Shomes-
it's
If it is
Kazuma.
Shomes, I'm gonna
But if
laugh.
it's Sholmes, fuck it. Who cares? It's what can I protect? I don't think Sholmes would say something that cool.
Ah, Susato.
Oh, it's
It is
her.
Sato.
Hello again, Mr. Naruhodo. It's been far too long.
I agree.
I'm here. Spirit mediums exist now.
How was your trip?
Holy shit, your voice dropped for a second.
I teleported. It was so cool. You know that machine?
Teleportation is real.
But it just goes, look.
Full Zeeks just
Pointing.
tackles her from off screen.
pointing, and just like going, just over and over.
So, Susato-san. But what are you? Oop. Ah, my first Susato takedown in 6 months.
There'll be time to talk later, Mr. Naruhodo. For now, we must concentrate on the task at hand. I just teleported. Isn't that neat?
We're just working out what I have to give up on, but what I can protect. Professor Hairbrain.
Yes?
Yesterday you told me that science is the pursuit of truth. Well, my job is to pursue the truth too.
Yes, of course.
So stop bullshitting. And personally, I believe that you didn't stab Mr. Asman. I think you've come to realize something yourself too, haven't you? That your experiment and the machine you built with the victim are questionable. That's putting it mildly.
Yep.
The truth behind that is what we must both pursue now.
Oh.
My leg.
My leg. So, you finally opened your eyes. Teleportation.
Yeah,
is
yeah. You open your eyes. I knew all the time that teleportation isn't real.
Yeah, totally. It was an act. I was totally acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was always fake. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that.
I knew.
I knew it. I knew it all along. I got you.
I like that. Yeah. Francis, you okay? Oh, I'm doing all look. Yeah, I do. It's okay.
No, it's just, I knew it. It's just, I wanted my Harry Potter like envelope. I wanted to be a wizard, and uh, and as for you, it just instantly stops. Albert, you can't ignore this any longer.
Stop bullshitting me.
Ah. Having heard my learned friend's assertion, don't you have something to say?
Lord Van Seeks.
Gosh, I've never heard him speak that way before.
Oh, jeez, I forgot you're here.
That would have
right.
been funny if you just went, wait.
Fuck, oh shit, right. In truth, there is one thing. Something I've remembered. That's of relevance.
What?
There is an engineer.
On the day it happened, just before I began the experiment, I saw a man near the stage.
A man?
Okay, who? Description?
A man holding that crossbow.
Ha!
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I didn't see him shoot it, but I saw him hold it. I beg your pardon?
That would have been good to know.
Buddy, what the fuck?
Professor, does the man have any distinguishing features? What did he look like?
Tall. Taller than me. Thin. Thinner than me. Straight hair. Straighter. And wider than mine.
Huh.
Huh.
Let me see. One less lens than me, too. A monocle. A rather stylish black monocle.
Oh, there is actually way more description than I thought you were gonna have.
Yeah.
But one thing in particular will help to positively identify the man. You see, I know him very well.
His name.
Okay, cool. That would have been. You could next time start with that.
I already knew him. I was just describing him
engineer,
because he
there we
looked
go.
fashionable.
Let's
that day.
go.
He was very drippy that day. Is that what the kids say?
He had riz.
After all, he's the engineer who built my invention. Of course I would recognize him. I was just joking. What?
He
The fuck?
built the machine?
That's right. Mr. Asman introduced him to me a year ago. He's a man by the name of... I
Jesus
forget.
Christ.
Enoch Drebber.
Oh.
Okay.
Huh.
I don't think there is a pun. I
No.
think I have. It's from. It's a study in scholar, right? From one of the.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember actually. The name
think
does
that's
ring a
his
bell.
name.
means something.
Yeah,
Those of the jury
have
seems
that
plus
one.
good.
I think it's from
Yeah,
a
but-
study in Scarlet.
It probably is, but like specifically the magician and the scientist are shocked by this.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, they made me scientist wishes to hear. The man's an abomination.
Oh,
Not a name any conjurate wishes to hear either. Who on earth is he?
apparently he's infamous for this shit.
I'm afraid this is the first say of this nature that I've heard in the scientific circles in connection with that name. A shock of one out of flamboyant experience that turned out to be nothing but straight chicory in the end.
Ah, he's a faker.
Obviously, the rest goes after the government's issued grant money.
When magicians are in need of money, I have heard of them resorting to these underhand tactics.
I heard of them.
Some acquaintances of mine with experience of such things have mentioned in October's name before.
I do like the back of his card, this deck. That man is both an engineer and a magician. Yes, we're dealing with unparalleled confidence trickster here.
An enginician. Imagineer?
Imagineer.
Hmm.
That's Enoch Grabber for you.
Poor guy. He really just wanted it to be true.
He wanted to build a machine, and the one that paid for him was a con man, and the one that built it was another con man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, basically. So it's true then. My invention, my great machine, it was just a grand illusion.
No, the part that was built.
And considering what we've just heard about Mr. Trevor's character, I'm sorry to say that sounds increasingly likely.
I mean, you just have to actually build it to specifications next time.
Yeah.
Even though no one else believed it, I wanted to. I wanted to believe that machine would function exactly as my hypothesis predicted.
It wasn't built to your hypothesis.
Which is why he was so opposed with being investigated, I presume. I knew that if the machine was examined in detail, its construction would give away my hypothesis. Obviously, I didn't want that to happen. But at the same time, I knew that if it was found to be nothing more than a trick, than a work of deception, then everything I'd worked towards, all my research, all my dreams, my whole life would be over.
Hear me out for a second.
I was terrified at the prospect.
What if Enoch actually built the machine to kill
Probably.
Yasmin?
I think
Like
it's designed to.
It just makes a drop, but he actually survived the break of the neck, and so he had to stab him, which is like the one part that fucked over his plan.
Yeah, because it would check out with the report because didn't it say in the autopsy report that sudden fall from considerable height. Okay, but at a different place, they said he was like dropped from about like 10 feet high, and that's about the height of the experimentation stage.
And if we were to think that the person was enough of a magician to probably make that little tunnel, you were probably like he actually just tried to kill the guy with the fall. And then when he went to grab the body, he was still alive, and so he had to stab him to complete the thing. And that kind of
potentially,
yeah. Honestly, yeah,
that's a potential thing. Yeah, it's really hard to tell exactly what happened. There's competing issues here, and it's confusing the fuck out of me still.
I think if he has a tunnel, like
I feel like the tunnel is if that exists is like the clincher here.
Yeah.
If it exists or not depends on whatever the fuck happened.
Yeah.
I mean, we get more if we actually get to examine the machine, right?
That too.
So you really had no idea then, did you? But the true nature of the machine that was built? And the true nature of Mr. Drabba?
Yeah, and we will have because the sale will not apply.
I never questioned anything. I didn't want to question it.
It's entirely possible that Mr. Asman and Mr. Drabba were working together to use you as a means of fraudulently acquiring the research grant money.
At least, and one betrayed the other because no one thieves.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was there. He was glad.
And I announced. Yeah, that's the weird part. When I announced my invention to the crowds that day, it was the finest moment of my career. I pulled all the levers and turned all the dials in exactly the way Dribba had described.
Oh, he described that. Okay, cool. That totally.
So you didn't even know how to turn off your own machine.
Totally not suspicious at all.
When the smoke suddenly started billowing out, I panicked. I didn't know what was happening. It was on purpose, too.
Yep. It was literally smoke and mirrors.
But I really don't know how the whole illusion was made to work. I don't know anything anymore. Poor Dum-Dum. Let me confirm one final point with you, Professor. Do you now consent to the prosecution submitting the necessary paperwork to release your invention from the protection afforded by the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act?
This is the sale.
Yes, please go ahead. I'm very sorry. Well, I mean, he's basically, been proven to be innocent at this point. Or at least not guilty of, doing the shit to kill him.
Yeah.
Purpose. It would appear that we shall have to suspend proceedings for the remainder of the day now.
The worst case scenario is that Van Zieks is going to say he deliberately wanted to work with Enoch to kill the guy.
Yeah, probably. That's the other possibility. Lord Van Zieks. My lord. The court has newly been made aware of another party whose involvement in this matter is critical. Yes, Mr. Drebber. Gather information about the man. If possible, I should like him served with a subpoena.
Served on a silver platter.
With pleasure, my lord. Subpoenas are scary, man.
Oh yeah.
Now, counsel for the defense. Like, imagine just getting a fucking letter or a guy comes to your door and is like, you have to appear in court tomorrow. No, you don't have a choice.
Actually,
No, you don't have a choice.
usually
Bye.
they'll slap it in your face and say you've been served, and then just run off.
Yeah. you don't have a choice. Bye. And then you're like,
Exactly.
the fuck did I
Huh?
do?
Yes, my lord.
I took my liberty to force you to come here.
Uh-huh. I mean, I'm not gonna say the ... Are you kidding me?
No?
When we reconvene, I shall be looking for one thing and one thing alone from you. Oop, sorry.
Do you want dinner later?
Evidence that the defendant is innocent of the crime for which he presently stands accused.
What makes him guilty in the circumstances that we now understand?
Yeah, exactly. How's he still guilty?
Or possibly guilty.
Yeah. I understand.
Good. In that case, this court is adjourned until tomorrow morning. God, this is tiring.
At least we're probably gonna have our next to be continued.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Susato's back, at least.
Yay.
Yeah, why? How?
Just in time.
I teleported.
I mean, it was 6 months, and we were in a flashback.
Mr.
Yeah.
Naruto.
I mean, what's the
true.
trip? Like 2
It's been a
months? 2 months trip?
Something like that.
Yes.
I think it's 4 months.
I'm so sorry. I was wrong. You were right. I tricked you. You trusted me. I dragged you into my mess. Oh, how did it ever come to this? I'm so sorry.
Did you really have no idea, Professor? About what Mr. Drebber was really up to at me? About what he was really constructing?
Naturally. That machine was the embodiment of my hypothesis of all my hopes and dreams. I had complete faith in it.
Alright, in that case I won't say any more. Now, sadly, the murder accusation against you still stands. So we must do as much investigation as we can before the trial resumes tomorrow.
And this is why
You're
have
not
a
very
wire.
effective at pushing up your glasses.
Well, thank you for doing so much for me.
I literally have a wire to push my glasses up because my nose doesn't allow them.
Hey, look who's back.
I'm so sorry for arriving late this morning, Mr. Naruto.
Arriving late?
A favorite VTuber.
Didn't you receive my postcard? I wanted to let you know when I'd arrive.
Postcard? What postcard? I hid it from you, Bruno, so it would be a surprise. Oh, that's
my
what you were
God.
talking about. Hey.
I hate when kids do that.
Well, did it work? I was surprised, all right, especially when she threw me to the ground.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry. I was just so happy to see you again that it sort of slipped out.
Honestly, that happens to me a lot too, right?
Imagine being a bailiff, you let a girl in, she throws the lawyer.
The lawyer and like,
Well, I lost
should
my
I
job.
intervene? If I intervene, will I get thrown?
That's above my pay grade.
Yeah, basically, I can't do that shit.
Maybe we could stick to more traditional displays of emotion in future. Susie's train was late into London Victoria this morning, so you see. But we made the coachman really whip the horse's heart so she didn't miss the whole trial.
I was watching from the gallery for a while, but in the end, I'm afraid I couldn't contain myself.
Well, I'm glad you didn't.
Oh,
Having you at my side in court gives me the strength I need to win. So I'm delighted to see you back in London.
oh, you're too kind, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm delighted to be here. I hope I can continue to be of service to you.
Of course. So, what's brought you back? Did Professor
was
Mikitoba not
bored.
protest? Let's save a light conversation for when we're back at home, shall we?
I wonder if he came with her because of the thing next month.
Maybe. You know, I've made one of my special blends ever for this special occasion.
Oh, Iris, how wonderful. I can't wait.
Tapped her,
And
and
I blacked out.
Susato-san was back in London.
that blend was very strong.
It's hard to describe how happy that made me feel at the time, but despite
I did
my
not
elation,
realize that I was losing blood from this Susato takedown.
our tale is about to take yet another extraordinary turn. There we go.
There you go. The game freezes.
To be continued.
To be continued.